What makes this particular musical work for me is the music is important to the story. It's called The Sound of Music. The captain used to have a musical family. They stopped singing after his wife died. He became very strict and rigid with his children. He eventually has this governess, Maria, come in, and the moment when he sings, it's not just I'm singing about what I just said. I'm singing because I have been transformed by my own children. You know, it's a story by how children can change the behavior of adults through the practice and love of music. So music is core to it.
Since I arrived to Moncton, I realized that there's love for musicals here. There are many high schools doing the musicals. There's a passion for it, and I've seen a lot of talent here in the province. So we started to make these auditions, and we realized we had a very nice product in hands, and now we're repatriating somehow some of the local talent that have left the province back to Moncton to do this musical, and it's just wonderful. It's the third time. Sometimes the orchestra sets the mood of the action. Sometimes the music says things that are actually happening, but nobody's saying about it. It's for instance, there's a scene that it's supposed to be a party behind. There's a conversation, and we're the party. We're putting the party mood, even though they're not talking about the party. There's a different conversation going on, and that's how the orchestra becomes another act.
I knew that the reason why many of the people would want to come and see this play is their affinity to the movie. And I wanted to find a few things in the movie that were similar to the play. We wanted to have real costumes. We wanted to have something that indicated these were representing the people as were remembered in the movie. So it's to find that balance, and I guess that's the key. We want to do a production, not a reproduction.
J'ai commencé le projet en me faisant dire « Voici ton défi numéro 1, t'as des écrans. Faut les intégrer absolument. » C'est ma plus grosse journée tout de suite, là. Ma dernière grosse journée où toute la patine rentre, la peinture, c'est là que tout prend son sens, là. Pour ma part, l'espace que j'ai essayé de créer, c'est quelque chose de plus neutre. Parce que la musique, elle est très connue, joyeuse, elle dégage beaucoup de bonheur. Puis... Donc, ce que je voulais proposer, c'était quelque chose de plus sombre pour faire un contraste à ça.
C'était en 41.
Are we overpowering the...
Not at all.
Oui, je suis encore en train de faire des modifications parce que j'ai pas vu beaucoup le show avant hier soir. Puis là, je m'aperçois qu'il y a des petites affaires que j'aimerais tweaker. Puis c'est pas mal la première fois que je fais du vidéo scénographie comme ça pour une pièce de théâtre. So, il y a bien des choses qui... Je m'aperçois qu'il y a bien des possibilités. Là. Plein des affaires que j'aurais pu ajouter avant que j'ai pas ajouté. Là. So, j'essaie, last minute, juste de comme... beef it up, you know? Beef it up for the peoples. So.
C'est... faut que les accessoires restent organisés. Puis il y a tellement de choses qui rentrent puis qui sortent. Puis les gens, parfois, ils oublient, ils savent pas où mettre les choses. Fait que là, les accessoires peuvent se retrouver comme Lord knows where, là. Fait que là, c'est comme... C'est rendu un peu foolproof, là.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's now imagine we're in the audience and the show is about to begin, and we'll just give you a little sense of the visuals that we have in mind, right? Okay. The deal was we were going to find the ultimate best kids for this show, no matter where they were from or if they wanted to audition. We had some resources there in terms of some of the costumes and sort of some of the people who are, you know, the postulants who are great kids, didn't have a role for them now, but they're members of our school who we were able to weave in and work in to have stage. And, you know, don't just come in and move the furniture, like come in, you're a character. All of their work and training in the school, I think, has brought a little touch to the show.
And rest when day is
Jose and I have
the advantage of having done The Sound of Music together before. We played Maria and the Captain
4 years ago.
4 years ago in Edmonton. So it was sort of a quicker process to sort of remember. Well, José is
I'm from Shediac.
From Shediac.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm from Halifax.
I don't know. I don't know.
I knew I wanted to come back, but I'm like, how can I come back and still be a part of the industry and being able to have a production like this in Moncton is really quite special. And a lot of my family members that weren't able to come and see me perform because I was so far away, they drive 15 minutes and they can come and see me in a show this quality. You know, it's really amazing. And every night I take a bow, and it's still quite emotional for me because it's, you know, it's my home turf. It's where I grew up, and I'm so thrilled to be able to do what I love here at home. For this particular production, I felt that my Maria is a bit more playful, and she moves a lot more, and she's got a lot more, what can I say, a young at heart, you know, spirit at the beginning of the show than the other productions that I've done, which, you know, it just keeps growing every time you do it and change with every production.
Break a leg, everybody!
Break a leg! Break a leg!
Tony, you're in place. Great, thank you.
Rêve réalisé de petite fille, j'ai toujours voulu être dans un musical comme ça, puis avoir la chance d'en faire un professionnel comme ici au Capitol. C'est un dream come true pour vrai, puis l'équipe est formidable, formidable.
The biggest challenge for me and my role was that damn bicycle. Even tonight I was a little wobbly on it, but every night you kind of have to really grip it. So it was the physicality of it.
We've been teamed up with the Von Trapp children to help with their costume changes.
Go from this to my pajamas, pajamas to play clothes to sailor uniforms to party clothes. And yeah.
Faudrait que ça donne quoi avec elle pour l'aider avec ça, non?
So far, so good.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the audience.
They're great.
Yeah, the audience is amazing.
Half of them are my family, so yeah.
The other half is mine.
Film it. You know what? You and I will be walking around shocked at you, and all of a sudden we'll look at each other and start cracking up, and everybody will be like, what is wrong with them?
I've never been part of a production like this before, so... Excuse me. So it's been a real eye-opener in terms of what happens backstage to make all of this come together.
Too much of an eye-opener.
Yeah.
The shorts ripped from like port to stern there.
Oh, you're
and so I immediately go, whoops.
And she tried on at least 12 before we got done. 12 at a 300.
We have a cast party afterwards, and that's it, eh? Just a bunch of people gonna be hugging, and you know, a few cheers here and there, I bet you, and lots of cards, and you know, thank yous and all that. It's gonna be great.
Thank you all for your great collaboration. Right from the top, from Réjean, José, the people who've been all around the world to work with people who've never been in a show before and come together and create this, I think, a fairly successful
Thank you.